We're out here on the road, and I wanted to talk about travel time today. Travel time, if you're in the business, if you're working, if you're looking to get into the business of welding, really any contract work, any contractor work, any trade work, man, they call it window time. I think that's what they call it, window time. Getting to and from, because generally we're out, whether we're doing a service call, whether you're doing a job, the time you spend behind the wheel and not actually performing the job is still time that needs to be accounted for as far as pay, but also as far as being paid. So I wanted to talk to you about, well, how do you do that? How do you do that? So let's talk about the 4-hour minimum. The 4-hour minimum, now we can get into this a different video, but there's 100 different types of welding. Whether you're doing heavy equipment repair on site, mobile welding of any form that you have to do on site, whether you're erecting a building, you have to do it on site. Erecting steel, you have to do it on site. So getting from the shop to the job site takes time, so that has to be accommodated for. But going into the service side, whether you're doing heavy equipment repair, whether you're just doing a fence repair, or any type of repair, that you have to know and you have to account for the fact that you're going to be driving this thing. Sure, the mentality and the mindset and the thing is, well, that's a quick weld. That's 20 minutes worth of work. I can fix that and put a weld on that and put that back together 20 minutes or an hour, or whatever the case may be. Obviously, if you're doing heavy equipment repair, it's probably going to be a little bit more extensive. You can be out there days, you could be out there a day, you could be out there 3 hours, depending on what the part is that you're repairing. So regardless, but even if you're just doing some smaller projects, whether you're fixing gates, whether you're working on trailers, or just, again, light, not necessarily structural stuff that you repair, whether you're getting a call from a friend, a referral, or off an ad, wherever the job is coming from, if it's a smaller job like that, you have to understand that, yeah, it's only 3 inches of weld, but I have to account for not only my tools, not only my talent, not only my equipment and whatnot, but I also have to account for my time. So if I schedule this and I know it's only going to take an hour of actual weld or 20 minutes of actual weld, I have to account for drive time. How long is it going to take me to get there? Once I get there, how long is it going to take me to assess and set up? Once I assess and set up and finish, how long is it going to take me to load my equipment back up? And then how long is it going to take me to get back to the next job site? Am I going to be able to get to another job site today? Or is this going to kill my day? Is this all I'm going to be able to get to today? Those types of factors, because if you have a team, you have a crew, and you need to send them to one job, and this is one of the stops, but it covers most of the day, well, that's got to be accounted for, because you're going to have to pay them their hourly rate. You're going to have to pay them regardless of how long that takes. So if you're not getting paid for that, then you're going to end up losing money. So if you're not paying for the travel, and that, at least some of that time, then you're going to end up losing money. So that's kind of where the 4-hour minimum was established. And I know it's not, I'm not totally sure where that derived from, but it's pretty common. It's pretty common in the fact that when someone calls me for a repair, some type of repair work, and I'm not totally sure how long it's going to take, but I just assure the person that, hey, I believe I can get that in the 4-hour minimum. We generally charge this rate, this hourly rate, this hourly amount this dollar amount per hour, but we also charge a 4-hour minimum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge you for that 4-hour minimum that I'm pretty confident that I can fulfill that 4-hour minimum. And if not, that's what we do. We just go off the hourly rate. So it's kind of determined. I mean, different people have different ways that they go about that service. You can just name a price if you're more comfortable with that. And it's kind of one of those things that you kind of fill out a customer. If you don't have that set, you can be flexible because you need the work. So nothing's really set in stone, but those are things to consider as you're going through bidding jobs, as you're going through doing jobs, and as you're going through, preparing and thinking about what you need to charge for and how much you need to charge. So I just wanted to share that since I'm out here on the road. As you can tell through a lot of my videos, that's where I'm at. I'm on the road. This is where I get a chance to unwind, share, make a lot of phone calls. So you try to take advantage of it. I'm not texting and sending emails, but I can be productive by catching up on calls, making the calls that I generally don't have time to do, calling back customers, whatever I need to do to fill that time, take advantage of it. So thanks for checking us out, man. Like, subscribe to the channel, man. Like if you like it. Send some comments. Again, share what you want to hear about, what you want to see, what more of what you would like to hear, learn, share. Hope we're transparent and we're open, and hopefully we're bringing some value to you. So please subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for checking us out. It's KBG Welding, serving God and burning rods.